All right, now cutting across to Prime Minister Modi's live visuals from Karnataka. All right, these are live visuals we're getting you from Karnataka as Prime Minister Modi takes a spiritual visit. Right now he is in Udupi. In fact, as you can see, he is participating in the rituals. He's also set to inaugurate, in fact, the golden armor. It's the newly installed golden armor on Kanakana Kindi. It has a great significance. It is associated with the 16th century saint Kanak Das. That's Prime Minister Modi participating and inaugurating the gold-plated video. In fact, this is where he is offering prayers to Lord Krishna. Remember, it has a great significance when we talk about Kanakana Kindi. It's a small viewing window, as you can see on your screen. It is located at the Udupi Krishna Matha in Karnataka. This is basically where devotees can see the idol of Lord Krishna. So, as you can see, Prime Minister Modi taking basically a view of through that window of Lord Krishna. And this is essentially him inaugurating that golden armor. So that's Prime Minister Modi participating in several rituals as well.
Advaitaamritavarshiniim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaadhyayinim Ambatvāmanusandadhāmi Bhagavad Gita Bhavatveshinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pullaravindayatapatra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha Prapanna Parijataya Totra Vetraika Parnaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita Duhe Namaha.
All right, joining me on the broadcast is now Dushyant Sridhar, a Vedic scholar. Thank you, Mr. Sridhar, for joining us on News9. Now, as you can see, Prime Minister just inaugurated the newly installed golden armor on the Kanakana Kindi. So, help us understand what's the significance of this. We understand it's associated with the 16th century saint, in fact, Kanak Das.
Yeah, namaste to all your viewers. On such an auspicious occasion, it is very happy to see the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi lead the very project. So we are all aware that there are various acharyas who have blessed this land. One such acharya was Madhvacharya, and his philosophy is called the Dvaita or the Tattvavada philosophy. Adhering to that philosophy came a great saint, poet, composer between the 14th and the 15th century in Karnataka. He was a great poet. His name is Kanakadasa. Even till date, we celebrate his birthday as Kanakadasa Jayanti. It is believed by one section of the devotees that once he was not allowed into the temple, and at that point in time when he prayed to Krishna with fervor, with devotion, it is said that the Krishna's idol turned. And as it turned, he had the darshan of Krishna from the back side, not of Krishna's back, but of the back of the temple. And it is said that that window to commemorate his name is called Kanakana Kindi, that particular window of Kanaka, through which Kanakadasa saw. And the beauty is, in Sanskrit, Kanaka means gold. So it is very apt for the current Acharya who is in the Pariyaya of Puttige Matha in Udupi to have made an armor in gold for the Kanakanakindi, for the window through which Kanaka saw and presented. And that is why the Honorable Prime Minister's time was sought, and he thought it very fortunate to be inaugurating that today. Alongside, there is also another significance attached to that of the Bhagavad Gita. As we know, this is a temple for Krishna, and Krishna, amongst the various things that he's associated with in Mahabharata and Bhagavata, is known for the compendium of the 700 verses, which were an answer to the questions raised by Arjuna, which is called Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita has 700 verses and 15 chapters. I am told that while there is a lack of people who have assembled there to unitedly, in unison, recite the Bhagavad Gita, the Honorable Prime Minister is going to be a part in the 15th chapter.
Yes.
And the 15th chapter is called the Purushottama Yoga or Purushottama Vidya. So this Purushottama Yoga, Krishna describes the concept of the bonded soul, the Baddha Jivatma, the concept of the Mukta Jivatma, that which seeks moksha, and the relationship that it has with Purushottama called as Krishna. So it is very apt for the Prime Minister to have chosen that day. And last point, Udupi is known for serving its devotees with such great hospitality and food. We will all be amazed that in the 15th chapter, Krishna says, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritaha Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. Hey Arjuna, when you consume food, think that I, Krishna, I am the inner soul, even existing as the digestive fire within you. So to that place which serves devotees with such great prasada, the 15th chapter talks about Krishna being the digestive fire, and it is that 15th chapter that the Prime Minister is going to be a part.
Beautiful explanation there that you've given to the kind of events that are lined up for the Prime Minister ahead. I was going to ask you about the significance of this 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, but you've already explained that. So please do tell us about the Udupi Sri Krishna Matha. How does that represent the spiritual life of Karnataka and also India at large?
When we look at the topography, the geography of Karnataka, Karnataka has a very thick western Ghats on the western front. So there is a huge set of ranges, probably recognized even by the UNESCO for its variety in flora and fauna. On the other side, facing the coast, the Western Sea, the Arabian Sea, is a beautiful hamlet called Udupi. And this Udupi gains prominence because of its very world-renowned Krishna Sthala, Krishna Mandira. And this temple owes its gratitude to one great Acharya called Madhvacharya. Madhvacharya lived in the 13th century, and he is hailed as one of the progenitors or the founders of the Tattvavada, the Dvaita philosophy. So this Udupi Kshetra has various Acharyas serving. And it is at that point in time, Madhvacharya in the 13th century thought that his Sishyas, 8 in number, should establish 8 mathas, Ashta mathas. And once in 2 months, there used to be a concept of them serving Krishna. But then things changed because once in 2 months was getting a bit tough. That is when they changed it to once in 2 years. That 2-year period where one matha under the leadership of that Acharya serves is called Pariyaya. Now it is the Puttige Matha which is serving the Pariyaya, and there are 2 Acharyas. There is a senior pontiff, there is a junior pontiff. Both of them together serve Udupi Kshetra for now. This is that 2-year period, and it is during this 2-year period that they thought it is befitting to